mountains and lakes of northwest Arkansas to the river valley in the Ouachitas, bringing you the area's longest running outdoor program. Welcome to 5 Outdoors.
Hey everybody, welcome to 5 Outdoors. Robert Houston with you once again in the cabin. We're glad you joined us this week. You know, it's been a while since we checked in with the Rogers High School outdoors class, so we took a little time to visit with teacher Jeff Belk and his kids. We caught up with them as they headed out on one of their field trips where they put into practice what they had learned in the classroom.
It's little microflies right there.
We caught up with Mr. Belk, Coach McFarland, and the kids as they made a stop at Lewis & Clark Fly Shop at Pinnacle Point to make some last-minute purchases before heading out to the Beaver tailwaters for some fly fishing. Lewis & Clark's Brooke Russell says he enjoys going along and helping the kids learn to fly fish.
Absolutely. It's one of our favorite things to do. We teach people to cast just about every day. We have classes on, you know, basically everything about fly fishing, from fly selection to how to read the water, tying knots, pretty much everything. Now that you're this far in, you can go ahead and cast again now. Well, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to basically just kind of evaluate the situation, see what their skill level is, pretty much. Then we'll just take each individual kid and we'll cast with them. We'll run over the basics of casting, fly selection, how to read the water. Pretty much what we'll do is we'll just kind of give them a quick rundown of what fly fishing is, why you do it, why you use the flies. Pretty much that's what we'll do.
All you do is you slide that knot through.
As he helped get some of the kids ready to fish, Rogers outdoor education instructor Jeff Belk gave us a quick rundown of what the kids had been doing and what he had planned for them on this outing.
What we're doing today is the kids have come out to do some fly fishing. We've been practicing our fly casting at the high school, and been learning to tie knots at the high school, been learning to tie flies at the high school. And then today is kind of where they're going to put on the show for me and show me what they've learned. We come out and we're going to cook a little bit today, and maybe some burgers, or some of them may have steaks. We're going to do a campground cleanup. We're going to fly fish. They have to share waders, so they'll fish for about an hour and then clean up or do water quality testing for about an hour. And so it's kind of a free-for-all today, but they know that they've got to do some water quality testing and some cleanup and some fly fishing. And then they're cooking and having a good time.
There you go. It's on.
Coach McFarland says this program gives kids who might not be interested in more traditional sports a chance to get out and take in an activity that includes some physical exercise.
And what we try to do is we get the kids in, and we certify them in hunter's ed, and certify them in boat and safety. And the people that are more outdoors people that come in really seem to have a good time with it, and we teach them archery, how to the safety, and then we teach them to shoot a gun and things like that. But I think it's real good for people that that don't play athletics but are more outdoors people, and I think it's going to benefit them for the rest of their life.
Oh yes, definitely. Whenever you get married and stuff, and your husband wants to go fishing, he can't go without you, because you're going to know how, and just knowing how to canoe and how to clean up after yourself and keep the environment safe. After you go camping and stuff, keeps your environment nice so you can use it again.
In between fishing, each group of students was responsible for taking water samples from the White River and testing them for phosphates. Katie Bird was one of the students testing the water, and she says her sample showed low phosphate contamination, and she says that's good news for the environment.
Well, it tells us a lot. It tells us that there isn't a whole lot of soapy materials in here, and it tells us that it's a lot healthier for the fish to live in. Now that there's not so much fertilizer or anything like that, all the chemicals, it's a lot cleaner.
No, you have to shake it up, and then you have to wait.
We feel that getting these kids involved in the outdoors is good for them and great for the future of our Arkansas ecosystems. So we were glad to hear that Mr. Belk has high hopes of expanding this program and offering it to other schools.
Environmental education and this type of recreational PE is not really taught in public schools, and if it is, it's just for a very, very brief period. And so I've been trying to work it to where I can get it approved by the State Board of Education, and we just received that state approval. And once once the ball gets rolling, we're going to try to implement this program in as many public schools as possible in Arkansas. It'll help improve the outdoors in Arkansas and the environmental awareness.
Hopefully, as Belk introduces the outdoor education program to other schools, other businessmen will be as impressed by the class as Russell from Lewis and Clark has been.
I am so excited to be able to be a part of that club. It's so cool. You know, they come to the shop every time, and you know, we always try and send one of our guides out, and it's so cool to see these kids. I mean, you know, we'll go out and we'll cast with them, and they always come back to the store. They'll cast our rides. His program is awesome, and I definitely wish that I had it when I was growing up.
That is a great class. By the way, the Arkansas Environmental Educators Association is holding their annual conference in Eureka Springs this weekend to help put more environmental education into Arkansas schools, as they were just mentioning on that piece there. Now, Belk says he thinks this class is good for the whole community as well as the individual students, and he would also like to see it offered in every school in the state. He feels that more teenagers are out experiencing the outdoors of the natural state, and the more inclined they'll be to take care of their natural environment if they do that.